Hey babes, a morning routine doesn't have to be complicated. I know mine isn't. I only have a few steps that I do to keep my skin pretty much clear and under control. I'm going to show you the few quick steps that I take in the mornings to make sure I keep my skin relatively clear. So I start off by using basic turmeric soap. Now this is a bar. It's fairly big. It's about the size of this box. And I actually cut it into four so I don't use the whole box at one time. And what I do is I just lather it up like any other soap, and it lathers fairly well. At least this brand does. I get this from Amazon, and I proceed to wash my face, and I do use a black silicone brush, and I use that to scrub my face gently, making sure to pay particularly to those areas where I get a little bit more oily, which is typically around my nose, because if I do tend to get a breakout, it'll usually be around my nose or sometimes in my cheek area. And that's it. I try to stay away from harsh chemicals with my face because I do have a little bit more sensitivity when I start using products with a little bit more chemicals in them. I have to be a little bit more particular when it comes to that. But yeah, basic turmeric soap. After that, I go in with my hydration. It is important for me to moisturize. One of my newfound favorites is actually the Thayers Hydrating Milky Toner. I love this stuff. My skin loves this stuff. It does not break me out. And it's, again, one of my newfound favorites. Whether I'm wearing makeup or not, my face drinks this stuff up. So I go in, put about a quarter size amount in my hand, and I proceed to put that all over my face. And it settles into my skin really nicely. I feel moisturized and hydrated, and it does not make me oily. Again, my face and my skin absolutely loves this stuff. Another thing I love to implement into my skincare is e.l.f.'s Thirst Burst Drops. Again, something else that my skin loves. Again, doesn't make me oily. My skin drinks it up. And as someone that actually has Sjogren's, which again makes me a little more dry in certain areas, this actually is something that, again, is affordable, but again, helps with me being very dry. Again, this is also something I wear whether I'm wearing makeup or not. And again, skin absolutely loves it. Now, again, as everybody is talking about, sunscreen, very, very important. I do have sunspots, and so I've definitely started implementing this a lot more into my skincare. Again, whether I'm wearing makeup or not. And both of these tend to work really well underneath my makeup. They don't affect my makeup as far as being cakey or extra creasing or anything like that, or getting oily. I have two. One is by Supergoop. It's the mineral matte sunscreen, and I wear this one if I'm particularly going for a more matte-like finish on my look for the day. And then I have the e.l.f. Skin Suntouchable Whoa Glow. And this is if I'm going for a more dewy look. And I particularly wear this one if I'm actually going for like one of those no makeup days, because it just, again, gives my skin that glow, if you will. I actually have a third one, and that's the Tula. And this is, again, more of my everyday situation. If I'm just not wearing anything, if I'm just going to be staying in the house and I may run out to get the kids from school or maybe a grocery run, I'll wear this one as well. All three of these are really good. I will say this one does a little bit make me a little more oily than the other two, so I will reach more for the other two. But again, either way, sunscreen is very important. But again, these are my basic everyday morning routines. I do not do much more than that on a regular basis. And that's why I say it does not have to be complicated to have a morning routine. It does not take a million steps, and we all can be beautiful and simplified. You guys have a good one.